what the Braves were able to do shows you the importance of the trade deadline. And I think, we all knew, okay, the trade deadline's important. It can help you win the World Series. The Braves showed something to me this year and to everybody that follows baseball. This team wasn't a playoff team. This team had lost its best two players, one on the offensive side and one on the pitching side. This team at the trade deadline decided, you know what? We're close enough. We're going to go for it. And they went for it, and they won the World Series. I think this year's trade deadline is going to have implications for years to come. Before it was, okay, like what the Dodgers did this year, and obviously they had one of the biggest trades of the trade deadline, but like what they did, okay, we're going to be in the playoffs. We know that. Let's give ourselves a little boost. Let's add a pitcher that we know can do well in the playoffs, that we know can help us. And then they add a bat as well in Trey Turner. But now what we're seeing is, okay, look, teams, we're sitting around 500, but we're not far out of it. We have a chance. We're all in. The Braves did it in 2021. Why can't we? So I think what we're going to see for the future is the trade deadline becoming even more important. If you're in it, if you're even close to in it, you're going to go for it. And if you're not one of those teams, if you're one of those teams that's going to sell, well then, yeah, we have some guys we'll give away. Well, but my worry is what the implications that could be had further than that. And listening to Scott Boras talk about free agency and the trade deadline and talking about what happened with the Atlanta Braves, my worry is that we'll have more teams continuing to just give away good players to good. That is my worry here, is that there's going to be too much disparity moving forward between the good teams and the bad teams. And the bad teams saying, you know what? Who cares? Take one of our best players, go win a World Series. It's good for the teams that are winning, that have a chance, but it's not good for the state of teams that just don't care and they're giving away players. So I do think we need to see something with baseball where you have repercussions for not winning. For not winning a certain amount of games, for continually being the worst. You shouldn't be rewarded for being the worst team year in and year out. And that's what we see with the draft. But let's stick with what the Atlanta Braves did. I was able to talk to Ned Colletti, former GM of the Dodgers, one of the most winningest GMs for the Dodgers and in baseball. And we talked a lot about trades and the deadline and how important it is. And more so than those guys you get on the field. It's just a shot in the arm for that locker room. Like I've been saying with this Braves team, and it was awesome talking to him before this even happened. He goes, yeah, obviously it's great to get guys that can help your team win, but it's even more important for the locker room to say, we believe in you. We're going to help you go win. And then we saw it immediately after that conversation with the Atlanta Braves. Yeah, Jock Peterson, Jorge Soler, Adam Duvall, Eddie Rosario, they all helped the team win. Of course they do. But man, did it tell that team, hey, we're actually going for this. Who cares if Ronald Acuna went down? Who cares if we're not getting Soroka back? This front office believes in us, and we're going to go win. And that's what they did. They won the World Series. But now look where we are. It's the offseason, and all the talk is on free agents. Free agency. So we can't not talk about the importance of free agency. You look around the league now. You have all these teams in on guys. All of these teams. It feels like half the league is saying, how can we win ball games? And this is why we're going to keep rolling throughout the offseason. Free agency, the hot stove is hot right now. It's hot. Already. It's been a week. It's been 2 weeks. And we're already talking about some of the biggest names in baseball, where they're going to go. And we're going to get to that in a few minutes. One of my segments that we're going to do in a little while is my producer Conrad's going to come out. We're going to talk about 10 big-time free agents and where they're going to go and how much it's going to cost them to go there. But this is important because it's literally changing the course of organizations for a long, long time to come. I recently got to talk to Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. If you haven't listened to that episode, make sure you go do it. But we talked about him coming over to the Tigers. He won the World Series with the Florida Marlins at the time. He then signed with the Detroit Tigers, who had lost over 100 games. So he went from the best team in baseball to one of the worst. And I said, why did you sign there? And he said, well, they believed that I could help turn the organization around. They also guaranteed me. Dave Dombrowski, who is the GM of the Tigers, said, if you come, we will win by 2006. Well, they were in the World Series in 2006. That's how important these free agent offseason decisions are. You can make one move. Look at the Detroit Tigers right now. They're on the cusp of winning. They got A.J. Hinch, who was also on the show. One of my favorite episodes. If you haven't, go check out the A.J. Hinch episode. But they're on the verge of winning. They're not there yet. They're one guy away. They're a Ivan Rodriguez away in 2005 from winning. They're a, perhaps, insert name here, maybe Carlos Correa. Who knows? We'll start predicting stuff in a few minutes. But we're a big-time free agent away from changing the course of the organization. And that's what's so exciting about this time, is you're literally one move away from other people saying, oh, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. Did Ivan Rodriguez help get the Tigers to the World Series in 06? Of course he did. But it was everybody that wanted to be a part of it. Oh, Pudge is signing there? I want to be a part of that. Oh, so-and-so in 2021 signed here? I want to be a part of that. That's why free agency is so important. You can, with one decision, one signing, change the course of your organization forever and ever. And that's what gets me so excited about the offseason. That's what gets me so excited about free agency. That's why we're going to keep pumping out episodes, is because of this free agency period. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.